Sports cars have always been a major part of the Wigram scene, and a little Lotus 23 replica.
It is, yes. So built up about 15 years ago, and body moulds were taken off an original 23B, and two cars were built here in Christchurch. This one was built by a chap called Renwick, and he's been involved in motor racing for a long time, run over a number of years. I bought it 2 years ago, and we've done quite a bit of work to it, really just in terms of reliability, and I'm just in my second season of racing. Yeah.
Now, is it a 1500 or have you got a twin cam in there?
It's a twin cam Lotus, yeah, so just over about 1550, I think, maybe 1600, getting close to that. Yeah, twin Webers, but a reasonably standard engine. Yeah.
They're a fun little car.
They are, yeah. It's you know, I liken it to a big go-kart really, which suits me. Being a novice, I'm relatively new to the sport, so I needed something that was going to be easy to run. I still have an Austin Healey that I'd raced with the VCC, but it's not a race car, it's a road car, and I was looking for something that I could put on the track, reasonably inexpensive, and have a bit of fun. Yeah.
Are you saying VCC, that's Vintage Car Club?
Vintage Car Club, yeah. So they, I mean, technically the car's up to about 1960 cut-off. This is actually a 63, but they're pretty good. They let me run with them, which is about right. If I was in any of the other classes this weekend, I'd certainly be in the back and probably keeping an eye on my mirrors as I was being passed. So this suits me. You know, I run mid-pack, which is great. Have a bit of fun with cars around me, and they're only maybe 2 or 3 years older than me, the cars at least. So yeah, a lot of fun.
Interesting history of the 23, because they were banned from Le Mans because
they were, yeah, and I mean, the sort of the first success story was Jim Clark at Nuremberg Ring, and he went out. He only had a 1000cc engine in it, and he set fastest laps, I think, at that period. And then I think Le Mans of that year might have been 63. They had an issue with the wheel nuts, and Colin Chapman from Lotus got quite upset about it and said, well, if I can't run this car, then I'm never going to come back to Le Mans, which is pretty much, I don't think he ever ran at Le Mans again. So yeah, quite controversial at the time. So of course he went on to Formula One greatness, and well, he probably was already well on that way anyway. So yeah.
How does it handle?
Well, I think it handles pretty well, but then one of the challenges I've got is that being a novice, it's hard for me to know what's great and what's not great. But slowly it seems to be getting better and better. Things like air pressure in the tyres, and but probably my biggest challenge is the right lines. I find it best to be following actually, but if I'm got a pack of cars behind me, I'm probably concentrating on my mirrors and trying not to hold them up. But look, I have a lot of fun, and I think it runs well.
The nice thing about VCC or Vintage Car Club is that there's no big prizes and everybody's gentlemanly.
Absolutely, no. Everybody gives you plenty of room, and I'm probably one of the younger fellas, which is a bit of a worry really. But they're very good. They're great guys, and I love being out here. I can remember as a young fella, my father taking me to Wigram, and a lot of fun, and seeing some of the big names. Although that was probably in the 70s, but still, Kiki Rosberg, Bobby Rahal, and those guys. So it's always been a dream of mine to be back and doing this. So yeah. A lot of fun.
Feel good, because I remember Moss and Brabham and Clark and Stewart.
Yeah, well, it's amazing. The Wigram Trophy. Just seeing those names on there is really quite amazing. And I'm a passionate follower of classic motorsport, and just reading and the stories from that era. It's just fantastic. Yeah, very good.